Hello guys and welcome to all those training to become Super Saiyans. This is Revolution. So on today's video we are going to delve into the fusions that are upcoming in Tournament of Power. Well, I say upcoming, but we only have one fusion confirmed. But it would be absolute folly if the other universes, Supreme Kais, didn't hand out their own Potara to their own contestants, considering how overwhelmed all the rest of the contestants will be by Jiren's overwhelming power. But because in the 114 episode preview we saw that Kale and Caulifla are using the Potara earrings, to surprise of many of us, I myself thought they would use the Metamaran fusion or potentially show us a new form of fusion that we hadn't seen yet. However, it is definitely the Potara fusion. We see the Potara earring in the preview quite clearly. So Patara is a thing in the Tournament of Power. It hasn't been explicitly stated anywhere in this arc that fusion is not allowed, even though I had my doubts about Patara because it's an item, but still it's allowed. So that opens the door to so many potential possibilities in this Tournament of Power. Who will fuse? Everybody's expecting Vegeta, but it's not in Vegeta's nature to want to fuse with Goku unless they absolutely have to. And Vegeta seems quite intent on going for Jiren himself and testing his own powers against Jiren. A lot of us have speculated whether or not Vegeta himself is hiding some powers that he hasn't revealed yet. Only time will tell in that regard. But what I want to do in this video is explore the other options in Universe 7 in case Vegeta goes and gets himself knocked out by Jiren. Now guys, this is just a speculation video. In no way am I saying that any of these proposed fusions are actually going to happen in the Tournament of Power. They most likely won't. I actually think that the fusion that I'm proposing in this video, Android 17 and Goku, is incredibly unlikely to happen, which is a shame, but the reason I want to do this video is basically just to talk about why it will potentially be the most effective transformation for Universe 7 to manifest at this point of time. So even though it's possible that Goku might not be one of the fusees, I am using him for this video because I believe he is one of the most likeliest to fuse. And in terms of power, he is the most powerful in Universe 7. So looking at it from Beerus's, Shin's, the Elder Kai's and Whis' perspective, if you're going to hand out those Pataras, you'd want to give it to your strongest warrior. Not is he only the most powerful with the blue Kaioken times 20, but the fact he can manifest Ultra Instinct, and we know he's going to be able to achieve this again in this tournament because we've seen spoilers. But Goku is by far the strongest, unless Vegeta really is hiding something special. Vegeta is an incredibly popular character, and I would have no problems with Vegeta featuring in this tournament. But given the rivalry between Goku and Vegeta, and the fact that Vegeta just simply hates fusing with Goku and sharing a body with Goku, it really has to be a last-ditch scenario for it to happen, and it is possible that could happen in this tournament. But considering their most powerful opponent will be Jiren, who isn't a fused character, I'd find it hard to believe that Goku and Vegeta would want to fuse to beat this enemy. The last two times we've seen Vegeta, well, the only two times, is against Buhan, who was Gohan absorbed by Buu, and then obviously merged Zamasu. So he was pretty much fighting two merged beings. And in both scenarios, Vegeta pretty much had no choice. Now there are only 22 minutes left in the Tournament of Power as of episode 113. So if they fuse now, they aren't going to last long enough to the end of the tournament. We saw Vegeta Blue literally expire within a matter of 5 to 7 minutes because the Potara earrings can only use so much power. But if they do wait till later in the tournament, it could be too late. Especially if Jiren fuses with someone like Toppo, that would be absolutely devastating. So let's look at the other members in the Universe 7 team still competing in the tournament. So we'll start off with Piccolo. Piccolo simply doesn't have enough strength to really make a valuable contribution to a fusion or a merging between him and Goku. Sure, he has some unique abilities which could be useful, like regenerating, being able to increase his size, as well as being a master strategist. But the lack of power increase from that fusion, you'd find it hard to believe that Goku would be able to stand up to the likes of Jiren with it. Now, if that fusion was to be able to use Ultra Instinct, then obviously it would be a force to be reckoned with. But there'd still be the stamina drainage and the power usage on those Potara earrings. The next in the Universe 7 team is Frieza. Now this would be an amazing fusion to see. I can guarantee all of us would want to see this fusion, simply to see Frieza have to swallow his pride and his arrogance to fuse with his mortal enemy Goku. Now this fusion would be enormous. Who knows how powerful it would be. If you consider that Frieza can also use his golden state, I'm not really sure how this fusion would look or work, or whether it's even physiologically possible, but it would be very powerful. But once again, there could be stamina issues there. It'd be very similar to a fusion with Vegeta. By going full power, the fusion between Goku and Frieza would burn out pretty quickly. And then if you add on to that Frieza doesn't actually have humanoid ears, then it might not even be possible for Frieza to actually wear these Potara earrings in the first place. Now, a very often rumoured fusion that people want to see in the Tournament of Power is the fusion between Goku and his son Gohan. We almost got this fusion in the Buu Saga, but Ultimate Gohan dropped the Potara Fusion, in which time Super Buu, or Piccolo at the time I believe it was, absorbed Gohan and left Goku without a fusee partner until Vegeta arrived. But this fusion would be incredibly powerful. We don't particularly know where Gohan's power level lies at the moment. We had that little fight between Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Ultimate Gohan in episode 90, but judging it off a few traded blows is a bit vague in my personal opinion. I did say that is a writer suggesting they're at similar power levels, but I'm still on the fence about that. Since then, Gohan hasn't even demonstrated that much strength, so I think it's a jump to actually state he's at Super Saiyan Blue Goku's level. So in terms of power increase, is not the most power efficient merging. However, what is important to note is the fact that Ultimate Gohan has no stamina issues. Ultimate Gohan's form is literally like his base form with all his power unleashed at once. Add on top of that the father-son bond, the fact that they share similar moves, as well as the fact that they both have Saiyan DNA. This could be a very powerful fusion. However, I don't believe it is the most effective fusion, so let me get to it. Next in the Universe 7 team, we have Android 18. But in that regard, she's very similar to her more powerful sibling, Android 17. So, on the fact that Android 17 is more powerful, and probably even so a better combatant, I'm going to disregard Android 18 for now. But this is why Android 17 is the best potential fusion for Goku. Android 17, without a doubt, is at God level in terms of power. He competed with a Super Saiyan Blue in episode 86, and not only that, but Goku stated that Android 17 was still hiding more power. This suggests that Android 17 is simply at Super Saiyan Blue power level. Whether he's stronger than Super Saiyan Blue actually remains to be seen, but you could at least say he is there or nearabouts in terms of Golden Frieza's power and Vegeta Blue's power. I'm not saying he's necessarily stronger than them, but he's definitely relevant to them. I would definitely place Android 17 above Ultimate Gohan. Now, another interesting thing, and the main point why I believe this would be the best fusion, is Android 17, otherwise known as Lapis, is an eternal model android. This means that they can produce energy internally and are able to remain mobile permanently. This is confirmed in the Daizenshu 7 and is reiterated in Dragon Ball Super when Android 17 says to Android 18 after Universe 9 has been erased in episode 99 that they should just go all out from the off because they simply have unlimited energy. Now this isn't to say they can use a massive amount of energy at once, but once they've used their maximum capacity energy, they just keep renewing energy available for use. So this pretty much means a fusion between 17 and Goku would literally have unlimited power, not just having a higher power due to being a part of Potara Fusion, but you'll be able to keep using energy over and over again. Even without Ultra Instinct, Goku could use the Kaioken without ever tiring. Whether or not they'd still be able to transform into a Super Saiyan form remains to be seen. I think it'd be unlikely because they're not both Saiyans, but they probably wouldn't need to because it would be a huge fusion due to two huge power levels as well as unlimited energy. Add on top Ultra Instinct, which isn't a Saiyan exclusive transformation. this fusion should still be able to use Ultra Instinct. And then if you add on top of that, 17 also brings new moves and new techniques to the table. Now, concerning those who believe that a Potara fusion between two beings that aren't of the same race isn't possible, well, Elder Kai fused with a witch and then merged Zamasu was a fusion of Zamasu in Goku's body, a Saiyan body, as well as with future Zamasu, who was in his regular state as a Shinjin. So this is why I believe Goku should fuse with Android 17 if presented the opportunity to fuse in the Tournament of Power. So like I said earlier guys, this is an incredibly unlikely scenario, but Potara Fusion is coming to the Tournament of Power, so it's fun to talk about it whilst we can. I know people are going crazy about fusions this week, but it's only going to be for a short amount of time, so it's not like we're going to have to deal with it forever. It's hypothetical, take it with a pinch of salt. This is the Dragon Ball Renaissance. I went around 15 to 20 years without having a Dragon Ball TV show on air. Trust me, just enjoy it whilst it's on, talk about it as much as you can, because there's going to be a time where Toriyama won't be able to write the series anymore. And trust me, we will be reminiscing about the times that we used to be able to talk about this show that was live at the time. Anyway guys, I want to know what you would call this fusion between Android 17 and Goku, or if you believe that another fusion would have been a better idea in Universe 7, let me know. It doesn't have to include Goku, but let me know in the comment section. Let's just have fun with it, be creative. If you like my videos, make sure you smash that like button with the big bang attack. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'm closing in on 5,000 subscribers. I've reached one of my targets and I'm aiming for 10,000. So join the revolution and please spread the word. And remember one very important final message. If you stay calm in any vexing situation, you will never, ever become a Super Saiyan. Make sure you click that subscribe button to make sure you get all my latest content straight to your account as soon as it's released. And here are some more videos from my library, which I'm sure you will all enjoy.